Welcome to the silliest thing I saw this week. I'm Dave Pyper, and I bring you the silliest things I saw each week in the NFL. We are sponsored by Viori, makers of the most buttery soft joggers on the planet. I'll talk a little bit more about Viori later in the show, but week 11 is in the books, and the silliness was upon us. I wanted to kick this week off with one of my favorite silly players, George Pickens, who was up to his specific brand of silliness. It was hard to pick my favorite Pickens moment from Sunday, whether it was George being a little bit too good at getting out of bounds, so good that it actually wasn't a completed catch, or when George was what looked like he was mocking an opposing player who was hurt laying on the ground. Or this confusing move where George caught a pass and started walking up the field to nowhere. He walks like 14 yards up the field and to nothing. Was my favorite moment from George jumping over a tackle to land on one of the Ravens players? No, it wasn't. My favorite play from Pickens on Sunday has to be here, early in the first quarter, when George catches a screen and is pushed out of bounds for a gain of like 2 yards and then confidently signals a first down. We kicked off the season this year visiting the Levis well, and I think we found ourselves a Pickens pond. Who knows what George will do next? Here's one of my favorite moments from Sunday when the Packers were continuing their win streak against the Bears. Josh Jacobs takes this pass on the outside. He gets a nice block here from Sims and gets into open space, and when he meets the eyes of Jaylon Johnson, Jacobs kind of gestures to him like, yeah, come hit me, dude. Like, I love this. This is such a football guy move. It even got Tom Brady's attention.
Calls the guy out. Look at him. You want to come tackle me? Take a look. I'm going to take you on. I ain't giving this up. Boom.
Yeah, Brady sounded fired up, and it fired me up too, Tom. Okay. Did anybody else happen to catch this graphic used during the Vegas-Miami game? Going into the half, CBS hits us with this like little dolphin graphic, and seriously, like, what the hell is this? One dolphin's jumping and spinning, and the other one's doing a flip accompanied with some water. Like, this looks like nothing else from any CBS broadcast I've ever seen. This is like Dave Pyper level of editing at best. And if that's not bad enough, they use the sound effect too.
Team to play in the third quarter. Tyreek Hill.
Get it together, CBS. I expect more out of CBS. You're not Fox. The silliest thing is brought to you each and every week by Viori, makers of the most comfortable activewear on the planet. Have you ever come across workout gear so comfortable that you never want to take it off? Because that's exactly how I felt about my first pair of Viori joggers that I got a few years ago. These joggers truly live up to the hype that I have been hyping all season long. The fabric is incredibly soft, it's ultra lightweight, and it features like this four-way stretch that keeps up with everything, whether you're at the gym or running errands or just like relaxing at home watching football on a Sunday. Viori is offering you 20% off your first order if you head to viori.com/Harris. That's VUORI.com/Harris, and that will let them know that we sent you, and hopefully they'll keep sponsoring our show. I never talk about how happy I am to have a sponsor that I actually love, but I live in my Vioris. You guys know that, and so I want to just say thank you so much for your support, Viori. All right, let's jump back into the silliness and back to Chicago, actually. Here at the end of the first quarter, Bears have the ball, and Caleb Williams is going to take this QB run to the left, and right as he goes out of bounds, he gets tapped by McKinney and completely flops and draws the flag. I mean, McKinney barely touches him here. Dude, look at Eberflus's face. He is appalled that someone would touch his quarterback's shoulders. I agree with the flag, but I'm just pointing out the flop. The flop was so bad that Kevin Burkhardt had to ask this question.
Anyone know if Caleb took acting at USC? Was that part of it?
It was unnecessary. I don't think it was very roughness oriented. I think it looked like more of a trip over the tarp.
Hey.
Yeah, it wasn't very rough at all, but I can't blame the young QB for taking the fall. Chicago needs all the help they can get. Guys, we had a return of the little feetsies not touching the ground. If you don't remember, back in week 3 when Mark Schlereth gave us this gem, which I am never letting go of.
Right here, his little feetsies never touch the ground.
And now we get another fun run week 11, but this time we have one of my favorite players, Javante Williams. Here in the middle of the second quarter, Williams is going to take this run up the gut, and once he gets moving, he runs like a truck. Just ask Justin Simmons here. Props to Justin for holding on. Simmons holds Javante up, but the Broncos see this, and they shove the pile, and Javante's little feetsies come up off the ground. Little feetsies will probably be a thing moving forward. So if you guys see something, say something. And that is going to do it for me this week, guys. I want to thank Viori for sponsoring our show. Go to viori.com/Harris for 20% off your first order. There's a link in the description for easy clicking. And I was going to let you guys listen to Jim Nantz getting a little spicy in the booth, but I'm not that childish.
As Cook absolutely blasted his backside.
Except I am that childish, actually. Or maybe I should have shown you guys Bill Cowher jumping through a table. Bill Cowher is 67 years old, everyone. No one let him do this again, please. We got to keep Bill safe. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in this week, and we will be back for all the silliness of Week 12.
Thanks so much for watching. Please, please, please smash that like button, write a comment, tell us who else you'd like to see us review film on, and of course, best of all, please subscribe to our channel and then click that little bell above the subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever we post a new video.